Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Sports Half podcast. This is Rakshith, and today I'm joined by Nikhil and Sanjay, and we are going to be talking about Bengaluru FC. So, first game of the season, boys. Back at the fortress, back in Kanteerava.
After like what 2 years,
2 years.
2019 was the last home game that I went to.
So good to be back.
And
So
yours was 2018.
2018, yeah.
Yeah,
He went to Jammu, so
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think even mine 2018.
you didn't come.
Yeah.
You didn't come. So yeah, for everyone, it's been a long time.
It's been
Yeah.
wild.
And it was a very good, felt very nice to be back. I mean,
Atmosphere outside the
atmosphere,
stadium.
yeah.
Seeing some familiar faces,
seeing a lot of
stands,
faces, seeing everyone
meeting-
happy,
yeah,
like getting the
pumped up
band
for the
back
game.
together.
lot more people than I've usually seen. We've had games with more turnout, but
Yesterday about 19,000 people,
Yeah.
and the West Block was full. North, a lot of
a lot of people.
North made a lot of noise as well. Like
Correct.
on the
Like always, like
Yeah.
they always do.
BFC
very
would have been.
few away fans as well. So it was pretty nostalgic, pretty good to be back.
Yeah,
And we were treated with the show pretty much.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, so when we kind of walked into the stadium as well, you could you could get the same familiar excitement, buzz.
that
Yeah,
feeling
that whole vibe of walking into Kanteerava, seeing all the lights,
Yeah.
seeing Kanteerava decked up with posters and huge photos
the
of
lights
all
on. Like, remember when we were heading to the stadium in the car?
Yeah.
From the distance,
yeah.
we could
Yeah,
see
we
the
could
lights
see.
on, and I think
Yeah,
from
the
there it
floodlights.
started just like building,
This
building.
heavy build up.
Yeah,
That was nice. And also, pre-match celebrations, they always, pre-match rituals.
Yeah,
They always live up to.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, fans get together like probably an hour and a half before the game kicks off. And we're just chanting and shouting and like getting everyone used to chants. New people who are coming to the games, they don't know the chants. So we have rituals. We wait for the team bus to come in, welcome the team bus, and with flares and all that jazz. It's a great experience if anyone hasn't made it to the Kandiva before. The next game next month on November 11th against East Bengal is going to be a great game.
yeah.
So you must turn up and
It's a fun experience. It's a party.
Yeah.
It's like
it's
crazy.
a different experience.
Something that can only be felt rather than described with words. So come to the stadium, come to Kanteerava, check it out.
Yeah, but you need to be willing to shell out money, huh?
Yeah, $800 for a ticket. So the prices are kind of getting steeper and steeper every season, aren't they?
The pissing off part is it's getting steeper and steeper only for Bangalore.
Right. Yeah.
Like we are the highest paying
Fan base.
Yeah. In terms of tickets.
Our season tickets, and this is not a dig at BFC the club. This is a dig at probably ISL because
Yeah.
they are responsible for
Or inflation.
or inflation. But they are responsible for setting up the prices and season ticket rates for Kandiva is pretty ridiculous. You have to shell out 8,000 if you want to be a season ticket member. Whereas we recently seen posts by other clubs on Instagram where
Yeah.
their season tickets are $500, $1,000 at max.
Yeah.
Which is-
Mohun Bagan, East Bengal, Goa, all of them have such low prices for
Yeah.
their season ticket. Chennai, I think, is about 3,000 for all of the home games.
Yeah, and Mumbai yesterday I checked they had I think 500 and 1,000 of it, something like 1,000 and
Each
2,000.
ticket per match.
No, the season tickets.
Season
in
ticket.
Mumbai. In Mumbai.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's about there are two categories, 1,000 and 2,000 or something. like that.
Right.
So compared to even Mumbai, our ticket prices are damn high, dude. And
Yeah,
I know
that's
something
awesome.
needs to be done about it. Like you
And-
expect a full stadium.
And it really isn't about, hey, are we able to pay or not? It's not just about us, guys.
Yeah,
It's about trying to get more fans into the stadium more regularly, create that loyalty.
yeah. I mean there are 100 rupee tickets in the North Stand, but the view is very bad from there. We have been there.
First of all, it's like separated because of the running track.
Yeah.
And then
So
Very
even
far.
then, even though there are cheap tickets, it doesn't mean that just because everyone goes to West Block, it's a great atmosphere. You raise the price up so much. Like back when we used to go for I League games, we used to start with 150 and all, no
yeah,
tickets. That was so cool. Even at the start of the ISL, first when we got into the ISL in the first time, I think we paid 300 rupees a ticket for West
Yeah.
Block,
Yeah.
which is reasonable, right?
250.
Even now, 300, 400, maximum 500 sounds reasonable. Anything above that is getting ridiculous. So anyway, we just wanted to bring up the price issue.
But we still went. Anyway,
Yeah, we still went and we will still go. We have a season.
yeah.
We have been going for every game possible.
Yeah.
We will continue to go, but yeah, something needs to be done about it.
Having said that, here we are
Yeah.
on a Sunday, the day after the night before,
Yes.
as they say it. Here to talk about the game.
Yes.
What-
BFC versus Northeast
East
United.
What a banger! Like the game was quite boring in places, but keeping the end of the game, it was a very controversial game.
Yes.
Like high spirits and lot
I'll
of,
take it, man. I'll take it.
and we'll take a 1-0 victory any
Yeah,
day.
man. Like my heart sank when they scored that equalizer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
Somehow everyone started screaming. Then they are like, no goal. How? I don't know.
by the way, we are BFC fans, so please do expect a bit of bias.
Yeah,
Like,
come on. This
can't-
is three BFC fans since the start, inception
Since
pretty
inception.
much.
Yeah.
So we're not going to get anything else other than Babagiri of BFC. So
Yeah.
if you don't like it, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, so talking about the game,
Yeah.
the way BFC played, the formation or the way we progressed the ball.
Yeah. As soon as Sanjay and I saw the lineups, we're like, oh shit, there's a three at the back.
Yeah.
And it's not something you're used to seeing at the Kanteerava.
Hmm.
In Kanteerava, you expect a very, very attacking lineup.
Attacking lineup to go
For
for it.
potential of goals. That's how we've seen the past 7 years at Kanteerava.
Yeah.
That you turn up to a game and you expect goals. But immediately seeing the lineup, even though we've won the Durand Cup, come back with a victory and all that.
Yeah.
Seeing that 3-4-3 kind of like I expected seeing seven defensive minded players on the pitch. I was kind of skeptical of where the goals are going to come from.
Yeah.
And that happened as the game progressed.
Yeah,
You
as
could see it.
when the game started as well, you could see it. I mean, there are three big 6'4" something
Centre-backs.
centre-backs,
And,
who are not attacking, of
Yeah,
course.
They're
So that's
just
three at the back.
planted there at the back.
Yeah, and
Like
Ram,
huge trees. And they're just like passing the ball, and then one goes to the wing, and then Roshan, man.
Roshan, yeah, he was a shining light in the game for sure.
He's been
Most of-
our one of our best players,
Yeah.
top 3 players for the last 2 seasons.
And we haven't seen him in stadium.
Yeah,
This
he
was
had
the first time. First game.
and he put on a show.
Yeah, he put on a show. He got a chance about in the 20th minute. He did a couple of step overs, and then that is it. The
And
defender is not even.
Yeah, that final push to the touchline and cutting it back, that
Exact,
pace,
like how much it needed.
the
That was
accuracy
good.
was
Yeah,
insane.
it was. Yeah, he was one bright spark.
Yeah.
In otherwise, what was a little dull, I would say.
Yeah, because you don't have a playmaker, right, in your
Yeah.
midfield. We had Suresha and Bruno,
Right.
who are very defensive. Like Suresha is kind of a box-to-box player where he's the energy, he's the engine of the midfield. He's
Yeah.
just going to run around and be a bulldog in the midfield.
He's
Yeah.
not going to be building up play.
Yeah, he's not going to make
Pick
those
up the
final
ball
passes.
and make it-
Passes, yeah.
And same with
Two
Bruno.
balls.
Bruno is a proper defensive midfielder. He was also great yesterday.
He was
Yeah.
winning the ball back a lot,
Yeah.
and he was very good in doing that.
Play.
But yeah, nothing going for.
Nothing going forward. We relied a lot on long balls from the centre back to maybe Roshan making a run or Sivashakthi making a run.
Right.
Yeah.
So there was no one in the middle of the park to take the ball, beat a few players and put in that through ball. That
True.
I didn't see a through ball the entire game.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
creativity was zero.
was very
And
nice.
that's a little disappointing because it's a home game. You want to see more attacking play. So
Yeah.
Simon Grayson maybe needs to think about that. I'm sure he's managed 700 games. He knows more than us about football. But we hope to see, like, it's just the first game of the season.
It is.
Yeah.
There's not too much to be disappointed by. But let's see going forward how it moves on. What did you think of the forward three, like Roy Krishna, Chetri, and Sivashakthi?
So, firstly, I mean, Sivashakthi was a pack of running, energy.
Yeah.
First, I think within the first 15 minutes, he had 3-4 runs behind the
Yeah.
defense. and those were our only opportunities of kind of progressing the ball up the
Right.
pitch as well, you know.
Right.
So
Even that like near miss, how close it
yeah,
was
that
to the
was so
post.
clear.
Yeah, that
And it
Yeah.
went in
is.
slow motion also because our angle was exactly that. So
And
Yeah.
yeah, it was
He
nice
should have
to
scored
see.
that, to be fair.
yeah,
He should have scored that. It's a very big chance. But okay.
that's the sign of 21 years
Yeah,
old.
exactly.
And in his first match in front of a pack.
First start in the ISL, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sivashakthi.
yeah.
He's always been part of the B team and then this time the Durand Cup. But first start, so kudos to him. Great performance.
Congrats.
Great energy.
I'm sure we'll see more from him, bro.
Yeah.
No, I was telling him he could be a Chetri replacement.
Yeah.
If he
really
keeps up
needs
the
to get
consistency,
goals in, but yeah.
if he's consistently doing well for the next 2, 3 seasons, then he can cement that left wing spot to himself because right now we don't have anyone else. We have Udanta who's not been doing well at all in the last few years.
It's kind of plateaued.
Yeah, he's just left it there. But yeah, we could see Sivashakthi as potential next number 11.
Yeah, bro. I would totally love to
And a
see that.
local lad to lead the front line will be so good. It'll
Yeah.
be amazing.
He
And,
has it in him for sure.
and this was his first game, and he didn't look out of place
At all,
at
at
all.
all.
The
Yeah, bro.
only
He
thing-
was taking them on. Like at one point of time, that one dribble, I see him. He's in the middle, surrounded by like six
Six
Northeast
players,
defenders, and he's still trying to go through. Like
Yeah.
very attack minded, quick. He can reach those long balls. He's not too bad. Like getting the long ball. Like he'll back into the defender and still try and win the ball.
Yeah.
He's got that quick run behind as well. So lot to see, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
And
Definitely the best player on the pitch. I
Yeah.
think Sivashakthi and Roshan were the two, apart from Alan Costa, who scored the goal and did a good job in defense.
Yeah.
But
They didn't have much to do.
Yeah,
I
they
think
didn't have much
first
to do.
first half they were like pretty solid. I think they were moving the ball along pretty nicely and nothing really attacking from Northeast as well. Anything that came was from the right side.
Yeah.
Prabir Das kept getting beat by Jitin MS.
Yeah.
He kept taking him on. Even Prabir Das had like a few
Very
misses.
suspect moments.
Yeah, he missed a few balls that should have been stopped by him. Nothing going front.
Yeah, what do you think about Roy Krishna's performance?
I
He got
was
subbed
come
off.
to that, which is that of the front three, the disappointment was Roy
Roy
Krishna.
Krishna.
Because with Roy Krishna, what you expect is goals.
Yeah.
But the areas of the pitch where Roy Krishna was getting the ball was not near the goal.
Yeah, he was trying to become a playmaker, which is not
Yeah.
what he is good at. Like, he needs to be in the box.
Yeah, I was
Always.
Chetri was good. Chetri was going to do
Yeah.
the playmaking.
I think they kept switching, right?
Yeah.
Like I saw them switching
Yeah, they
a
can.
lot.
Chetri's been doing that, trying to drop a little bit deep and get him, but how much can he do? Well,
Yeah.
We just need that out and out playmaker there, who we have in Javi Hernandez.
Yeah.
When he came on, he did
He looked to take them on directly.
Yeah, good
He was
touches
the
and
only
good
one
movement.
running at them
Yeah.
like between two.
Progressing the ball.
Yeah.
You know,
Right, he was the only one who tried those throw balls, even though it
Correct.
failed, but at least he tried them.
he's definitely going to be our creative
Yeah.
output for.
Yeah, I think it was a matter of
this season,
fitness
yeah.
that we couldn't play him.
Exactly.
And even Jayesh Rani didn't do much. Like, he didn't impress. Like, he's one of the star Indian midfielders.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, again, we're saying all this, but it's just the first game. So
Yeah.
there's a lot more to expect from these bunch. But yeah, Roy Krishna, before the game, I'm like, Roy Krishna hat trick, 3-0 opening game at the
Yeah.
ISL.
He was so slow getting rid of the ball. I don't think he, like has that playmaker dropping in kind of
he
this thing
doesn't.
in him. Everything about him is facing the opponent's goal and
Yeah. I think like going forward, if like what ideally we should play a 4-3-3 kind of a system
yeah,
or a
I'd love to see that.
4-2-3-1.
Yeah,
4-2-3-1 where Roy is out and out, Chetri is the playmaker, and you have Suresha and Bruno, and you have Javi on one side and Sivashakthi on the other side. So there you have your creativity and you have your structure in CDM.
Right.
that would be nice actually.
And you don't need like Jovanovic as the third centre back didn't do much. Like he
Not
had
at all.
nothing to do yesterday.
I'm not in favor of this three at the back
Yeah.
at all. It's very defensive. There was no need for it. I don't think there was any need for
Yeah,
it.
like
At
maybe
one
against
point, like all our 10 outfield players were inside the opponent half and
Yeah.
still passing around in the back.
At the
Yeah.
back,
So
because there is one man less in the midfield.
Yeah.
So you're not able to. I think the reason you can kind of you can give the benefit of the doubt to Simon Grayson, saying that we have really attacking wing backs, Roshan and Prabir.
Prabir.
So to get the best out of them, if you play three at the back, then sure. But I didn't feel like
No, what like the better idea would be you play two centre backs and Roshan and Prabir as full backs, and when they go forward, put Bruno behind because he's tall enough
yeah.
to be that third centre back.
Yeah.
So you just push him a little bit behind and let those two go, give them all the freedom to go. But yeah, maybe I'm just thinking it's possible that our midfielders are not fit enough to play yet.
Yeah.
Jayesh Rane and
Yeah.
Javi is coming off
I think we'll.
Javi's coming off of an injury. He didn't have a great preseason. He didn't play minutes in the Duran Cup.
Yeah.
Neither did Jayesh Rane.
Yeah.
So probably that's the thing. Once they get back into match fitness, they can probably go into that midfield.
We have Danish Farouk also.
Danish Farooq, I think again he's also not fit. He's coming off of an injury. So none of these guys. There are three main like creative midfielders.
Correct.
So hopefully we see them play. But then yeah, apart from that, I think defensively we were solid.
Very solid.
Centre backs did a good job. Prabirta slightly got got showed.
I
a
think
lot by
first
Jitin.
game energy, that is nervous energy and all that.
Yeah,
It's
seemed to miss the
I
ball
hope so.
quite a few times.
Yeah.
And their Jitin and their other winger, the number 10,
Number 10, the French guy.
Filippo.
Romania.
Oh, he tore us apart. Huh?
Looking at Northeast, I was not sure what to expect. From
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
A lot of new
Yeah.
names, a
Yeah.
lot of new foreigners.
Yeah.
And I feel for Northeast, the only two players that made the team tick was that number 91,
Yeah.
the Spanish guy,
Yeah.
John Gonzata.
Gasta.
Sorry, yeah.
Gasta. If you see
That
their
guy and
Yeah.
Romain.
if you see the ratings, only they both have got good ratings.
Yeah, right. 7.1
7.1 and 7. So they were the only two players who did anything in that team. So and they were pretty good, huh? I must say. Both of them,
They were great.
They looked a class apart.
Yeah.
I mean that Filippo running on the wings, like doing step overs and turning inside out. And he should have scored. He missed an open goal pretty
he
much.
did. He did.
So it was a very even contest yesterday. That's what made the match good. Northeast dominated the second half pretty much.
Absolutely.
And that's when even the West Block went a bit down. And
Yeah.
then, as usual, in the last 10 minutes, is when the West Block gets back in full force. And how many last
many
minute
times
winners
we've
we have seen
seen?
it in Kanteerava.
Yeah.
Like
So many.
0-0 or 1-1 till the 80th minute, and then tuck we do something and we get a goal. And it was the same case yesterday. And then the big controversy of the game, that disallowed goal of Northeast, where the referee called it offside
It was
for infringement.
obviously offside. It was obviously offside. It was
And-
so clear.
Yeah, at that time I was so happy. Well, none of us knew what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, was it a foul? Was it offside?
I thought it was a foul. I thought when we were defending that throw in, one of our players was getting tossed around probably
Yeah.
Sivashakthi or someone.
Yeah.
I thought there was a foul there. Then I heard a few people say it's offside.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
in front of the goal was in offside.
Yeah, from the stands, we didn't really know.
Yeah.
Correct.
All I could see was Gurpreet and Jingan. They started the protest a little late.
Actually, nobody.
Because when the goal went in,
Goal went in, they celebrated,
Yeah,
and
but
none
then-
of our players appealed for anything.
Yeah, and then these two later on they walked towards the assistant ref. They got the main ref's attention to the assistant ref, and then they had a little
Yeah.
talk. And then the goal referee comes back and
And goals for offside.
and Northeast had finished celebrating.
They couldn't celebrate. Oh my! This guy's gone and slept, and he's so happy. And then yeah, but that is shit refereeing.
bad.
That is horrendous refereeing.
And so many yellow cards that he did not give.
Yeah,
Not just to Northeast, even to BFC players.
yeah, exactly.
Bad fouls actually.
You know, we see people online on social media and on some groups that we're in saying that BFC always buys that. We know, I know why it can. I know why it can. It seems that way, but
That's because we're winning.
yeah, we're a good team, so it seems that way. But if you see the whole game, they give so many stupid decisions, and they have more incentive to be against BFC because we abuse the shit out of them in the stadium.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
If you don't,
Fan
if you
base
haven't
has
been to
been
the
fined.
Kanteerava, Yeah, we have been fined for literally abusing the referee. So they have all the more thing of not being on our side. I don't know where people get it from. So it's just that the referees are dog shit.
I think there was a point in the highlights or something when I was watching today morning. I could hear "Wake up, referee" being chanted.
Yeah, exactly. Because when that happens at the Kanteerava, right? Whenever the referee
Yeah.
makes a stupid decision, we are all over them like wake up, like fucking we used to abuse, we got fined, we've stopped that, so now we're keeping
Yeah.
it cool and saying just wake up. Otherwise, it was direct abuse of the referee. So yeah, the referees are just bad in the ISL. Like the more you understand that, then the more you get to know that it's not something that BFC buys referees, right?
Yeah.
Like
The referee standard has always been bad.
always.
Even when we were in I League, it used to be
It was-
absolutely atrocious.
I don't know how we survived those days of hiding referee.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
So
very well put.
I mean, I've kind of become a little bit used to this.
Yeah, we've
You
become-
take your you take your share and you give away
Yeah.
and say okay.
Yeah, exactly. So many, and that Arindam on Sivashakthi.
I didn't see it.
None of us saw
in the
it
stadium.
live.
We hadn't
No, I
noticed
had
it.
no idea that
Dirty,
this happened.
dirty.
I just saw Sivashakthi fallen and I thought, okay, he's just done something and
When
hit his
we
head
watched
into
the match
something.
highlights, that's when
It's
not
so
even in the
bad,
highlights,
man.
the entire
He just elbows him on his freaking neck, dude. Like that's a WWE move. You're not in a fucking ring.
that's a physical assault. FIR
Yeah.
should be lodged for that. Forget a red card. That should be an FIR.
Yeah, so that's shit refereeing all over the last 10 years, 7 years.
Yeah.
Just I don't know what needs to be done. Like train these referees, do
Apparently,
something.
there's some training, this thing happening because in the Kerala game, I saw
Yeah, I saw
like
those Premier League referees.
referees
Yeah,
with the
Yeah.
EA Sports thing
Okay.
here because they have the sponsor or
Ah,
something. They were there, they were watching the game. And that game, the refereeing was not too bad actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we have one good referee in the league, the one who refereed the Kerala game. And like if you saw that game, there was no debate. Like smooth game.
Yeah.
He had complete control of everything that happened.
Here it is wild, bro. Like I think he was missing for half the times. Players started something between themselves. It was too late getting there, and the number of times he let these that number 15 lie down, get treatment.
Yeah.
Like,
God, the time wasting by
Yeah.
half these.
Even the keeper also, bro. He gave him a warning. Like he was doing that like
Yeah,
3 or 4
Three
times.
warnings.
Card was due. He didn't give so
Yeah.
many. I think Northeast deserved a penalty or something. That also they didn't get. So
Yeah,
that's what
they had a
exactly
penalty shot.
Sanjay was saying, like you take what comes your way and then
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happened in the game.
Because 100% sure, like in the next 3 games, 2 decisions are going to go against BFC.
Yeah.
I can see it coming, where we're going to be robbed of something, a penalty or a goal or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So these things happen, guys. So like, don't say BFC got the referee. Be a little smart about it. Like,
Yeah.
and it needs to be something. Definitely needs to be done over the referee, or get freaking VAR, some system into the game.
Yeah. I think that's the only way. Get VAR and that's the only way. And to make it quick, hopefully, and not slow and like
Yeah.
you know how in cricket, with that runouts and everything. Go back. Go back.
Roll back. One frame.
Next. So as
Yeah.
long as that doesn't happen, I think it should
Yeah.
be fine.
It should be.
But VAR is the only way. I
Like
think.
Bangalore, at least you can start this.
Or get foreign referees.
Anywhere you can start, it's Bangalore, bro. Like
Yeah.
tech hub of the country.
Either you need to spend on VAR or you need to spend on getting foreign referees.
I don't know. I don't want to see
Referees.
foreign referees, bro.
Why not? The
Like
game
we
is
already
not-
have enough foreign
No, but
coaches.
yeah. That's true.
Foreign,
I mean,
foreign,
you've
foreign.
got to develop your own kind of talent and shit.
Fair enough.
And now, when most of the fans don't even like Indian football, I mean, other than us,
Yeah.
we do, but majority of them prefer not watching Indian football. I think now is the best time to kind of say, okay, you still have time to improve.
Yeah.
Take your time and get that done. I think there are some good things that are happening in the background, like he said, right? The referee tie-up that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the new administration in AIFF has some good ideas, takes it in the right way. Let's see what happens. A quick question about Northeast, right? We didn't know what to expect, but we saw them live in front of us.
They
What do you
impressed,
think?
man. They
Impressed,
impressed. They
right?
impressed hugely.
Yeah.
First of all, impressing in an away game, playing the way they did when you're not at home. You generally away teams are pragmatic.
Yeah.
Sit back, soak up the pressure, hit teams.
I
on
think that
counter.
was a part of their first half strategy, but second half, they totally
They came out all
dominated.
guns
Like,
blazing.
especially given that our midfield was like a huge hole in the
Yeah.
middle of.
And dude, you don't see teams dominating at Kanteerava. It
Yeah.
rarely happens. And for them to dominate a whole
They went
entire
neck to
second
neck
half
for sure. Yeah,
was crazy. But both the teams had only one shot or two
two
shots
shots.
on
They had
target.
one on
They had
target.
one.
Right.
We had one shot on target, which was the goal.
Yeah.
Apart from that, nothing else. So yeah, kudos to Northeast, man. Great job coming to a hostile
We had
of
two
sorts
shots on
stadium.
target. One save, one.
Ha. So yeah, pretty good job by them. I'm looking forward to seeing. They're not a rival of us, so
Yeah.
I don't mind them doing well and
Yeah.
hoping that
And it's always been a club that gets these Indian players into the
Yeah.
scene, like
Yeah.
selling
Correct.
club.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They sell to.
yeah they make players and sell them to other teams. So yeah,
I mean, you got just looking at that team. I felt like that right back. I didn't really follow Northeast last season, but that right back was not bad.
Mohammad
Mohammad
Irshad.
Irshad.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, he was
big
pretty good.
unit.
He was pretty-
Yeah.
But he was the one who got sent like in the ambulance, right?
Yeah, ambulance for a cramp.
He kept falling, dude. Like every 15-20 minutes, these guys, whenever BFC attacked, their fullback was on the floor.
Yes, there. I think Balbul, Marco Balbul, Northeast coach, has given clear instructions that slow down the play
Yeah.
every time the opposition has an
Yeah.
attack on you.
Yeah.
Cut off the momentum straight
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Like no momentum,
I-
zero momentum.
I mean, fair play, dude. Like it's a tactic that away teams
So
usually
annoying.
employ. It's very annoying.
This was game one.
Yeah.
And it was 15th minute, that guy has cramps. Like, what the hell? You're a professional footballer, man. So, yeah, but not cool. But I guess,
Yeah.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, pretty much they got the job done. To be fair to them, they almost came away with a point, which they would have been happy with. And I'm sure he would be the happier coach of the two
Yeah.
with that performance. So I think rounding up, we will take that victory.
Yeah.
They needed a red card, didn't get it. They scored a goal, didn't get it. So I think it balances out there.
Yeah.
If you just see in that one perspective of the game. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with the victory. I'd have been pretty upset going
back. Yeah. bro.
going back
First
after 2
game,
years and not seeing a goal.
Yeah.
I would have been very. It's a different episode altogether.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
I
think
think a long season ahead of us. Game
Yeah.
one, 3 points in the bag. Lot more to improve on for sure.
lot.
Three at the back, much more better passing, midfield,
I think much
equity,
more
goals. So-
exciting stuff is
Once the midfield,
will be
once
back.
Harvey and
Yeah.
Danish Farooq start coming in and
Yeah.
pulling strings in the midfield, I think
Yeah.
we'll start seeing more goals. And
For sure.
Roy Krishna will then go all out
Yeah.
and score like Haaland, 3 hat tricks in 5 games.
Let's go. Come on, Roy.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I would love to know from the viewers actually.
Yeah, the football community that watched games, like
In
what you
fact-
felt.
In fact, I'm sure like you maybe you were in the stadium, you saw the game at home in front of the TV. What were your talking points? Did you like the time wasting? Did you see the red card? These are all things. And tell us what you thought about that very fair refereeing decision in the 92nd minute. Sarcasm.
Top class refereeing is what you come to see at the ISL.
Yeah. And
You know where to watch.
and we will keep coming back
Yeah.
after every game
Yeah.
with a review
Yeah.
and hopefully with a preview as well.
Yeah, so all BFC fans, I think you can subscribe to our channel. We'll be trying to focus more on BFC content stuff. We will try our best. We all have jobs. It's not easy to do this.
But we got definitely.
But we are trying our best, and we'll be there at every game. So if you want to meet us or do something, just hit us up on Instagram, on the socials. Be there with us. We'd love to watch the game with you as well, and get sharing, get subscribing. This. You know how the YouTube algorithm works.
YouTube juice.
So we need that push. So also do check out our previous episode where we interviewed a Commonwealth Games athlete and talked about her journey as a professional and representing India at the pinnacle of the tournaments. So yeah, subscribe, like, comment, share everything, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.